All right, and this is another episode of the Express Lane Podcast with
Kevin Stan. What's going on, everybody? Got my buddy Mike Murray here.
Hey, how you doing?
He just a friend. We've known each other for years. What, 7th grade, I
20 years
guess?
probably now, almost.
Something close
Yeah.
to that, yeah. And play hockey together. We were out playing disc golf this morning.
It's cold.
Yeah, it was chill. Ended up warm, and then we ate lunch, and it got fucking cold again after lunch.
Like the sun was out for maybe a half hour or something.
Yeah. It was pretty nice while I was out, though.
Yeah.
And so the reason I asked was, one, because I knew you would come disc golfing up in Phoenixville with me.
Yeah.
And then two, last week, to preface it, Mike runs the public bathroom rating Instagram, so go check it out. It's funny. It's if you ever want to see the inside of some men's bathroom stalls from all over random places, that's your guy.
I got the hookup.
Yes. And I think it was last week, and so whatever your last review was, Stan texted me and was like, "Who's this dude that does bathroom reviews? It's fucking hilarious."
It's quality content.
And I was like, "That's buddy. I'll ask him if he wants to come on.
Like if you're going, you might as well do something while you're in there.
Why not?"
well, I just think it's a genius idea because those kind of accounts can get big. You could on Twitter and everything
yeah.
it's clever. You're clever. It's weird seeing you in person and complimenting on your
On my
bathroom
bathroom
Instagram. But no, it's a clever. You make them witty, and there's actually good information. Like the things you're talking about are everybody that's going to take a shit.
There's so many
thinks
different
about
points that you don't think about when you go to the bathroom. You're just like, I gotta go to the bathroom. All right, but then it's like, are the floors clean? Is there a hole in the ground for the water to drain out?
Yep.
Me, a big one is, can you put your phone on top of the
shelf.
toilet paper dispenser?
I wait for that one every time. I'm like,
Exactly.
how was the shelf
That's
space?
always a talking point.
Yeah.
The only one that I ever would have thought about was the gap from the door to the hinge,
Mhm.
that area. And the only reason is because I've been in bathrooms and seen little kids looking at me through that gap in the door.
Peeping
That's kind
on
of
you.
what inspired it, though. I saw that and I was like, man, I really gotta figure out which places have big gaps and which ones don't, so I know which ones I have more privacy in.
Now, how are you keeping yourself organized with this? Do you have a spreadsheet of the top tier bathrooms here?
No, so I got to go back and see the ones that I've already done to remember which ones were good and bad.
Mm.
There's no formula. It's just you get there and kind of go with the flow.
Now, have you done a bathroom rating and been like, that was great, and afterwards gone out of your way to use that bathroom again?
No, most of them actually are so far have been ones that I haven't need to go back.
One
to
and
yet.
dones.
Yeah, like a couple rest stops, airports, like some places I'm not gonna be going frequently. A couple in Florida.
Yeah, but if somebody sees it and they're like, "Oh shit, I'm at the Orlando airport."
Yeah, by all means, if you see the review and you see it's a good one, go for it.
Then eventually somebody can link it up to a GPS thing where they can be put where they're at and check the bathroom ratings around them.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty
you
smooth.
can make a whole app for
Yeah,
this.
no,
Yeah.
eventually it's an app.
Instead
That's the end goal there.
Instead of finding shit in San Francisco, it's where's the best bathrooms.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
I thought that was really being bathroom connoisseurs ourselves,
Mhm.
just traveling about. You do pick the best bathrooms. All right, I'm gonna go make it a point to hit this spot while we're out on our route or whatever.
Oh yeah,
and
driving around at work, there are bathrooms that I will go out of the way to use that bathroom, knowing it's the better bathroom.
Yeah, everyone has their comfort bathroom, and once you find it, you're there forever.
Oh.
and it's definitely the one that has the full doors. Those are the best ones.
Yep.
You don't want people creeping on you when you're taking a shit.
Yeah, if it's a closet, I'm all for it.
Yeah. And then I guess some people just don't want you using their bathrooms because it's wide open. Well, who's going to be taking a shit in here? Everybody can see you.
Well,
Yeah,
2020 was great because
Yeah.
that 90% of office buildings were work from home,
mm-hmm.
but they were still employing cleaning people to come through. So I had a whole bathroom to myself in an entire building. I was like, oh, I can go there and know that the last person that was in here was me last week.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the best things about COVID at the beginning. I stayed at the office, kind of just being the tech support because everyone was working from home, and they would always be messing up their computers somehow with their logins. So I would just stay there and help them get logged back in. But I had that entire bathroom to myself, day in, day out. It was great.
Awesome. It's using different floors. I used the first floor yesterday. I'll
Exactly.
go to the second floor.
And maybe I'll go to the far wing this time.
When I was working at a moving company, and it was so down in like Villanova, Gladwin area. This mansion that's getting moved out. They wanted us not just to move all their shit out, they wanted us to pack up the house in boxes. So we were there from Monday to Thursday packing shit, and then on Friday we were loading up the trucks. So we're there 5 days a week that week. It was like I say, mansion. It was like 9 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms. I think I took a shit in 6 of those bathrooms in that week. It was just like, I'm in here doing this, but I'm heading to the other side of the house because there's a bathroom I haven't used yet.
That's the end goal. Everybody always wants like a house with like 4 beds, 2.5 baths. I want a house that has 4 beds is fine, 6 baths.
Oh, yeah.
Give me that.
Yeah, you need more baths.
Yeah, like if I can't get a house with less than 1.5 baths, like my wife and I already agreed on that.
Yeah, that's the next step.
Yeah.
Get another bath in here.
You need your private. You need your toilet.
Yeah, and it's got to have the right seat and everything. Like it doesn't need to be a heated seat. Doesn't have to be like vibrating seat or whatever
now-
Japan has.
Where do you stand on a warm toilet seat?
Oh, see, I was just about to ask you about that. I am all for a warm toilet seat.
Ooh, I'm opposite. I want to shiver a little bit because the
No.
toilet seat's so cold. I don't want. I want.
Really?
Yeah, I want to if it's in my home bathroom, fine, be
Yeah.
warm. If I'm in public, I want the impression that nobody has sat on this toilet seat ever until I sit down.
No, I full on enjoy the warmth of someone else's buns on
Oh
that seat
no,
before
thank
me.
you.
Because I would much rather have that than chills on my ass.
That does make you think, though. If it's warming, like, is it going to grow more bacteria because it's warm?
It's
If
possible.
it's the home, you mean whatever, you're cleaning it.
Didn't
but,
like MythBusters say toilet seats are fairly clean, or
Huh.
dogs drinking toilet water? One of those two.
Maybe.
I think they did the dog's tongue like is cleaner than the human tongue.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
Something
saw
like
a clip
that.
somewhere where a lady was letting a dog lick her all over, and not all over, but in our face. And
I was gonna
it
say
got-
like this.
it
Where'd
got, she
you
got
find this
infected.
clip?
She got infected, and it fucking like gave her that skin eating disease or whatever that
Oh, fuck.
peels people's skin off.
Yeah. Kevin and I are just
Yeah.
talking. Like I'm about to not let my dog lick my face now. because
Nah,
of
I
that,
don't.
But
Well, I mean, my
I'm
dog will
st-
eat shit in
I'm
the
still gonna
yard,
do
so
it.
I'd never let my
Oh,
dog
yeah,
lick my
no,
face.
It was like Brittany for a while was like, "Oh, Winston, come here, do kisses," and like he would lick her face. I was like, "You know, he spent an hour licking his asshole earlier today, right?"
yeah,
And
the,
his balls and his dick.
Yeah, I was like, "No thanks."
yeah, the worst thing my dog's done is eating a pair of scissors.
Really?
Like the handle of a scissor. She ate
Oh,
those
yeah,
clean
yeah.
off.
Yeah, you've told this story
Mhm.
in front of me a couple of times. She didn't eat the scissors 'cause, like,
But it's still the same thing. She's eating hard plastic off the scissors. They have metal underneath.
At first, I was like, "That's fucking crazy," and then you're like, "Just the plastic." Oh yeah, my dog does that with
no,
everything.
listen, you said the first time you told me, I was like, "Oh, is she okay? Like, what was the surgery like?" And you're like, "Oh no, it's just the plastic."
it's
like
still
she
a
had-
wild thing, though.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Like she's not supposed to eat it. like you're fed properly.
No, they're just assholes. Like she'll we're not acknowledging her enough, she'll find something of ours. Like the AirPods, I've gotten it a few
Mhm.
times. The remote, I've replaced that fucking TV remote like 10 times. It's fine for weeks, no problem. And then you just leave it one time and you ignore her, and it's fucking
She's
total.
got that craving.
Yep, asshole.
Does she do it like when you're on your phone?
Well, just like when we're
Is-
not out there, like if we're ignoring her, like if we're just in our room or something.
'Cause Winston, like he won't destroy. He's not too like he destroys toys we buy for him, but stuff that's not for him, he doesn't like really destroy.
Mhm.
So we're lucky. But he's annoying as hell. Like if you're on your like you're sitting on the couch and you're just on your phone, he comes up and he starts whining, and then he's pawing at your legs and he wants to jump on you. And you put your phone down and he just like stares at you. And it's like, all right, you don't want anything. You just want me to not be on the phone.
Yeah, he needs your attention and not your attention somewhere else.
Yeah, apparently.
Absolutely. Well, she's got the squeaky every time I'm on the phone. It's squeaky right in your fucking face. Like same with the possum at your house.
Thank
Just
God my dog
squeaking.
doesn't like any toys.
Really?
Yeah, she just wants to sleep.
Just like scissors.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, those balls out there, they're like the hard plastic.
Yeah.
They're the best things I ever bought her. Like she just fucking tries to kill them, and you can't. And
Yeah.
they're best purchase we ever made.
We got one for Winston, but we got it like the extra large size. It's too big. He's like, I can't fuck with this thing, and just leaves it alone.
So we got the 2 different sizes. She tries to destroy each of them. Take hours playing with them. Great investment.
Yeah, it saves me money. I don't have to buy her any toys.
Yeah, true that.
That's nice.
And she only chews on scissors.
Exactly.
All
So
right.
As long as they still cut, I mean, I don't have to buy new scissors yet.
Yeah, you can get the metal handle ones, the
Yeah.
old school.
I should do that.
Wrapping them with tape.
They give you in elementary school
Yeah.
those ones that didn't cut. Oh,
They just folded the paper over.
tear it over the edge of the table.
Now, back to bathroom talk.
Yeah, poop.
Where do you stand on the bidet?
Oh no, thank you.
You're missing out.
No, because I mean, if you've seen the posts, like Poseidon's kiss, it's
No.
not something I like to experience. Like,
But
I
that's
mean, it's different because like you're not expecting it. I know with the bidet you will be, but I don't want to dry my butt. Like,
I mean, it's the same as wiping your ass. You're just not wiping poop away. You're just drying it off with water or
I
with
feel like
paper.
I'd be clenching too hard to feel comfortable doing that.
No, it's not.
I think you'd get used to it.
It
I'm
definitely.
sure everyone says they love it.
There's a learning curve, but I'm at this point. I'm debating the second bidet in the house, so I don't have to go all the way upstairs to the master bedroom.
Now you should just get one of the full on like actual toilet ones instead of the attachment.
Oh, that's a
Do the
whole.
extra plumbing.
Sure,
That's a
I,
lot
I
of
would.
money,
love,
yeah.
I would
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah,
That's a
it would
whole
be worth it for
bathroom
you.
remodel.
But you would use it so much. It would pay for itself in no
I'd start
time.
washing my feet in it for sure.
Oh hell yeah!
I don't know. I like those toilets that like vacuum flush it.
Yeah.
Like they're
Oh,
the fucking best. That's
Super toilet
yeah,
flush.
Super
that's the
toilet.
next toilet I'm getting.
Yeah. And those ones, they catch you by surprise. Sometimes I feel like it's gonna suck my intestines out.
Yeah.
We had our Corey, his dad installed one of those toilets with like the super flush on it, and we're there hanging out. And I was like, "What are you doing with the toilet?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm putting it in." He's like, "I'm gonna be able to flush a whole bag of golf balls."
Yeah, I was helping somebody move in a toilet when they first moved into their house, and then on the box it said can flush 18 golf balls. I'm like, who measures this? Like, who decided golf balls was the right measurement, and how did they come to 18? Like, that's impressive.
What-
Like that
what
thing
is
should
the-
never
the-
clog.
Does it clog on 19 or what's the?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, okay, so the toilet flushes, but then how far down is that going to fuck up your plumbing?
Like the golf balls probably didn't go down. It's probably just the water going around the
Oh,
golf
okay,
balls.
gotcha.
That's what I'm guessing.
You don't
But-
think actual golf balls?
No,
just-
I'm thinking it was.
I would hope it was the actual.
I'm
golf
thinking
balls.
it. Well, you can't advertise it flushes 18 golf balls if it doesn't.
You
flush.
can advertise anything you want. Who's
Man,
going to come after
That's
you?
true.
Absolutely.
Like there's laws and stuff that say like you can't false advertise, but who goes after people for anything like that?
Fair enough.
just depends on who you are, I guess.
I did advertising at Temple for a little bit. Didn't do anything with it, but
Well, you know more than us.
Yeah. So what else do you do besides bathroom?
I mean, I spend a
Reviews.
lot of time in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, and if I have
Guess
to
you're
go,
paid by
it's
hour, huh?
15 to half hour at minimum.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're playing disc golf with Kev. It's been a new adventure for me. It's not.
Well,
Not
he
that
just
good.
got you into disc golf.
Yeah, last summer or something, I think, probably.
Hmm.
And
He's catching the bug. It's not as rapid as I caught it, but
unfortunately, it is a bug.
yeah, no, for sure. It was like we went out a couple of times, and then you got this new work schedule where you're off every other Saturday.
Yeah.
And it's to the point where you text me, "Are we playing disc golf Saturday?"
Yeah,
And the answer is yes, always.
yeah. So
Is that why we can't do podcasts on Saturday?
No, we can. We just
every other
gotta give me time in the morning to play disc golf first.
Yeah, I mean, we always go out first thing.
I can't imagine that I just can't believe you got up early on your day off to go play disc golf.
I'm always
Right?
up around
Really?
the same time anyway.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're on the fucking like second shift schedule
I
anymore.
guess.
Like you're not
But I
on. the-
love that schedule. That's what I would do in my regular life if I didn't have to get
Nah,
up
see,
early
now
in the
I'm-
morning.
I'm on the schedule of like I woke up at 7:45. That was sleeping in today. It was great.
Yeah, I'm usually around 7:45 ish to
Damn.
8:30 anyway, even without an alarm. And even on my days, like I work starting at 1:30, so I mean I'm still up at that same time anyway.
Damn. I mean, I get up and then roll over and take a piss and then go back to bed. That's awesome.
No, once my alarm goes off, I'm up.
Damn.
Yeah, once I'm up because my alarm's not till 12:30, just in case. Never slept that long since I put that alarm on anyway.
So now, are you buying all this equipment? What's the best equipment? Like, how deep are you getting?
I haven't bought anything yet. I'm just using an old backpack that I had to put all the discs in. Kev gave me like 7 or 8 discs when I started.
Hand me downs.
Yeah, I lost one of them, I think, in a pond. I was like, I'm not getting that one. And I had a couple discs that somebody else gave me. before I even started. So I was gonna go out and play with Kev the first time with 2 discs. And I was like, "So how are these?" And he's like, "Yeah, they're all right."
A little beat up. They were old.
They were
for
definitely old.
sure used.
Yeah, the putter was one of them that I still use now. I guess putter used loosely for you, but its purpose is to putt somehow.
And what's the best brand? Like, what do you have?
I have a lot of Innova discs. I have a bunch of Prodigy discs, and those are I have some couple other brands like Discraft or like MVP. So I have a little bit of all of it, but I guess I like Prodigy discs. But I have Innova is the biggest brand. They have like the easiest selection to go out and like they have the contracts with like Dick's or Modell's. Like when you go to like a sporting goods store, it's usually Innova discs.
Now, is there a Philly brand that you like? Like, do they have Philly brands?
Not that I know of. I haven't seen
we should
any
find out.
discs being made out of Philly.
Because I imagine it's like a beer, like just like a beer thing. Like everybody, I mean, what does it take to make discs? It's just plastic, right?
Yeah, I think you need the machines to like press them into the shape.
We should do that. We can make our own discs.
I'd be into it.
Sell them to fucking hippie suckers that like playing disc in the golf or disc golf in the fucking wherever you guys played today.
Yeah,
Park.
It's over in Phoenixville, Res Park.
It's a good one.
It was nice.
I liked
Yeah,
it. It was my best course so far. And that was shooting like 21 over par
Is that good?
no, not really.
for me.
All right.
I mean, but
Yeah.
like that's how everybody starts.
Yeah. It's not a good score by any means,
Okay.
but for me it was great.
That's awesome. I guess it's nice to know that, like, all right, I'm going to be getting better and better at this, huh?
Yeah,
Well, the more you do it, the more you
linear
figure
for
it
me.
out. Yeah.
I'll play one day, but I don't know.
Yeah,
At
we'll
7
we'll
in the
get you
morning.
out there.
Yep.
Yeah, obviously, it'll be an afternoon round full of beers.
Yes, definitely. What'd you do this week?
Not too
Nothing.
much. Yeah, nothing really. I think.
What'd you do last weekend? Because we banked an episode or we did Vex's episode, which was a long one,
Yeah.
and so they gave us that weekend off, which I was like, oh, all right, cool.
Well, you still got we did one that's not
Yeah,
out
we
yet.
still
so
got two
we
parts of that.
We got a little bit in the
which is
bank.
nice. Like I like having that there.
I had my niece's birthday last Saturday,
Oh yeah, that's what you were working around.
and then Sunday. Didn't really I played hockey, but
No.
I went to the movies last Sunday. Not that it was
What could you possibly seen in the movies?
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantum Mania.
I just think it looks stupid. I don't like all that. Like what they
No.
shrink themselves and go into the quantum realm or
Yeah.
something.
I think they go up like their butt or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and then they get big and blow them up. Yeah.
I've seen that somewhere.
This is time travel and shrinking down, which I guess is kind of. Can't you do a little time travel in that or something in the
That's
quantum
like
realm?
that's in the Marvel universe. That's how
yeah, stupid.
they time travel.
So like everybody time travels in the Marvel universe.
No, not everybody.
I don't understand any of that.
That's fine.
I hate the X-Men when they did that. It's just stupid. The time travel and stuff.
You just hate things.
Look, just fight the bad guys. Like, why is it so hard to just get a really good bad guy, a really good guy, and then they do their little thing, they fight, they win. Do that.
That's why I wanted to go watch this one in theaters. Like it's the first movie in like 3 years that I've been to theaters to see.
Mm-hmm.
Because it had Kang the Conqueror as the bad guy, which is setting it up to be a really good bad guy in the Marvel franchise.
Donkey Kong?
No, Kang.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Kang
Yeah.
from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No,
Oh,
different Kang.
his name was also Kang, right?
Yes,
Alright. Yeah, he's
I'm
inside
aware.
the giant robot thing, right? The man-shaped robot. He was like a little brain that controlled the robot guy.
I'm drawing a blank.
Really? He was like teamed up with Shredder.
No, I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
All right. All right, good.
I guess I didn't know his name was Kang.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know. What's his name?
Yeah,
Kang? I'm pretty sure it was Kang or Krang. It was Krang, I think.
Yeah, so that sounds right.
Different guy. So is he going to just be tiny? He's going to fight all the Avengers. He's quantum sized.
Well, he was in this movie, but it doesn't mean he is forever.
So he wasn't people sized in this movie.
Well, they were all relatively sized.
So everybody was tiny size.
Yeah, like compared to us, but like once you get down to the quantum realm, you're all, you know, the same size.
It just
So, like-
seems like you don't have to really worry about the quantum realm unless you're going to the quantum realm.
Right, because you
Other
can
than that,
step
fuck
on it.
off.
like if you're just us, you can step on
Well,
the
it wouldn't
quantum
even
realm
be
or something.
stepping on, right? Because it's just
A grain of rice?
so infinitely smaller, right? Like,
yes, like it wouldn't even react
Yeah. So
to
keep
this
your
world.
little thing you've got going on.
It's
there.
like a different universe, basically.
So,
just
like-
because it's so small.
If SpongeBob took the belt and set it to Wumbo, you could go to this realm.
Technically, no. That would Wumbo was what enlarged it.
The study of Wumbology.
Yes.
Oh.
It's first grade SpongeBob. No, because they were shrinking it with the belt, and then he had to flip the M
That's
upside
right.
down.
It was the M that made it shrink.
Yes.
You guys are a little ahead of me. I don't know anything about. I've watched SpongeBob, but not like that.
No.
No.
Just, I guess it probably was just out of your time. Like, if you're, what, 4 years older?
Yeah.
That's just enough time to be like, fuck this kid's show.
Yeah,
That's coming out now.
you're a Ren and Stimpy guy, huh?
Yeah, kind of. But then I just read the article and I told Kev about it. And it was like, the guy was a real creeper. Like,
Oh yeah.
now looking back on it, it's like, oh well, yeah, I guess that was a fucking weird show.
Dude loved putting nipples everywhere he could in that
Yeah.
show.
And he loved freaking what is it when they freaking
Like 12-year-old girls, I think he
Yeah.
loved that too.
No, that's what I'm saying. What is it
Jeez.
when you prep them for banging them
Grooming.
later? Grooming. Yes. Yeah, I read an article on that. He had a few of them. He's like, oh yeah, I make these great cartoons, and then like wait for him to age up. Like, Jesus Christ.
He probably
But
had an island
they're
in
everywhere.
the Bahamas too, or
Yeah.
something.
He's like, dude, if he was CIA, he'd fucking do that all the time.
Well, that was like the other Nickelodeon guy, Dan Harmon.
Schneider.
Or Schneider, not
Yeah.
Harmon, yeah. He was a creep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, get a little bit of power. You're not that great of a looking guy. I mean, I hope I never make it in this podcast. You know, you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stan's gonna start using his
Hey.
power over me.
So come check out my mics.
Kevin, I'm gonna need to speak to you inside. Don't
You know
mind
what
the
you're gonna
robe.
have to do? Yeah. Look, we're getting pretty successful, and I'm the key to that, Kev. So let's go.
Stan, why does my beer taste funny?
You're right. You're the key to it. I'll stop showing up, and you have a podcast.
Ooh, this will be fun.
Speaking of that beer thing, so like
What a segue.
yeah, I'm from Coatesville. Now, there was a tow truck company called McFall's Towing. He used to have like high school dudes come work for him and everything. And his brother was like part of the police force, something to do with law enforcement. Anyway, like you start hearing these tales here and there about like, you know, he's a little weird, he's goofy, all those things that like set it up for like, okay, yeah, he's a regular guy, but they're just stories, right? Come to find out, he was fucking bringing these dudes over, and he was giving them, like, you know, they're high school dudes, and
Mhm.
hey, here's a beer after work. And he's got four-wheelers, he's got cool shit, he works at a tow truck company, hands him an open beer, and then next thing you know, he's freaking banging them on four-wheelers and videotaping it.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah, one of the dudes woke up and was like all fucking disoriented. It was like an SVU case, like all disoriented, and they found out, told people. It was like, well, how many dudes didn't tell is the fucking scary part.
That's like some Jeffrey Dahmer stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he paid them for their services working at the tow truck place, but like our one buddy worked for him, and we're like, and now he owns a tow truck company, so it's a little fishy, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, he got paid off with the tow truck company.
I don't know, man.
I mean, so if he was paying them,
I
isn't
don't
that
drink open beers
prostitution?
from him, I'll
Does-
tell you that.
Does your buddy ride four-wheelers, or does he
He
like,
absolutely does. And he
He's
always
like-
tries to get me to go.
does he recall away from? He's like, no, I can't right now.
If he was paying them, it sounds like prostitution to me.
Well, he was also drugging them and doing them while they were knocked out, so
Don't people do that with prostitutes anyway?
yeah, I guess that's the thing. If
But then you
watch
get to
enough-
murder him.
Yeah.
If you watch
you
enough,
get to take your money back.
soft-
GTA taught me well.
soft white underbelly, you watch a little bit of that. Jesus Christ.
But,
So that's a crazy story. Guy's in jail, I think.
well, damn.
Yeah.
Good start.
Yeah.
He couldn't
right.
Tiger King anyone to like go fully gay with him.
Well, I mean, you think about it, it's like, where are we going to put this guy? Ah, we'll throw him in jail. Like, I mean, geez, that's kind of sounds like a vacation.
Happy day.
Yeah,
Well, maybe it wasn't the guy sex. Maybe it was like the drugging people that got him off.
yeah.
Can't
I
do that
guess.
in jail.
They probably could have put him in a female prison too.
Well, if he asks, I guess, because that's what I'm saying.
Can you ask?
I
You
think,
can't ask. You just have to like
You just
declare
say,
yourself transgender.
Hey.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, like I'm a chick.
I identify as a woman. I can't
For-
be here.
For incarceration purposes only.
How much push you getting in there? Like they don't care at all. Like they're banging the ugliest chicks because they are kind of manly looking. We're fucking winning in there, dude.
Wait, what do you mean me?
Dude, they're gonna ride that beard right off your face.
Oh, thank God I shaved.
Ah, shit. But that's my story for the day. So
Yeah.
don't drink or open beers. Make sure you pop that top yourself.
At tow trunk companies.
In the world, unless it's a hot chick at the bar and she's doing it right in front of you, I wouldn't take it. Unless you don't care and you just want to live dangerously,
Yeah, why not? You only live once.
I guess.
I've definitely like I haven't been roofied, but I've definitely been like someone's like, here, drink this, and I'm just without thinking downing whatever it was.
Do I say it?
What?
You drank spit.
No, I never drank
You
spit.
drank that spit.
No, I didn't drink the spit, dude.
You drank you never drank like a cigarette butt fucking can or
No, it was a house party at my mom's house, and a couple of guys were dipping. So there's like a spitter
Mhm.
cup on the table that I picked up, thinking it was mine. And as
Took
I
a
was
sip.
going to take a drink, I realized it was spit and put it down. I did not drink the spit.
I don't know. That spit touched your lips at
It
some
did
point.
not. No,
It
it
had
did
to.
not. It didn't.
Yes.
No. No. You're wrong. I will fight to the death on this one.
like when I go over that guy's house, he has dip and I do dips there sometimes, and like I always have a beer and a dip beer. Waiting for that one time I want to fuck up the scenario. Haven't yet.
Well, at least that's yours.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
way
no,
better.
this is
than-
somebody else's.
Yeah, that's way better than random dude spit. We were riding. I have a mouthwash. I spit into a water bottle in my car, and my buddy's riding with me. And he goes to take a sip of. He drank it. I was like, "Oh, dude, you don't want to drink that." He's like, "Why?" I was like, "Never mind." He's like, "What? Like, was that mouthwash in there? Did you spit in there?" Nah, dude, no.
Well, it's something.
What did he think it was?
He knew the answer. It was just one of look. I don't know, dude. We'll just
And
never talk about this
Why
again.
can't you just spit the mouthwash outside of the car?
Probably driving, and then it would just go all over your car. You know.
You don't do this at a red light or something?
No, I don't know why I was in there, but the guy drank it. And I felt really bad. I felt horrible. I was like, all right, I'll never.
Doesn't sound like you felt that bad. You let him drink
Yeah,
it.
you-
You
But
didn't
then I
stop
helped
him.
him
you
believe that it
consciously-
wasn't.
No, you consciously said, "Yeah, go ahead, drink that."
No.
That's like when we're hanging out at a friend was hooking up with this chick, and she had a hot tub. So he's like, "You guys come with me." And we're like, "Yeah, sure." And then we're drinking Captain Morgan 100 proof in a hot tub for like 2 hours. So we got fucked up. And then he goes upstairs to get his dick sucked, and we're hanging out. And then it's like, "All right, yo, dude, fucking let's go." And we're like yelling up to him, like, "Come on, like finish up, like let's go." And while we pile into the car, and it's a 2-door car, I'm squished into the back seat, and I threw up, like threw my hands all over him in the front seat. And we're driving. He goes, "Nah, it's just water, dude. It's just water." And like, there's 4 of us in the car going, "And you're
God.
fucking covered in vomit, fucking
Oh,
idiot."
man.
Oh, jeez. That's one thing I'm not good with is people vomiting.
You should throw up all the time. Drink. I mean, that's what we do. We binge drink and then throw up. It was always like when you'd come back in, you'd go out, try to hide it, and you come back in and like you got a load on your shoe. Like fuck. All right, puking rally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the point of throwing up, is so you could drink more,
yeah.
Well, eat more too.
and then that's how you get food or alcohol poisoning.
No doubt. We were at the Wing Bowl, the very last Wing Bowl, which was fucking awesome. And our buddy, we get the pounders that are like fucking $22. He had to throw up inside just a little tiny hole of a pounder,
Jesus.
and I had to give up my freaking towel that I got from one of the ladies that go around try to give you their whatever spot they're working at. Damn it. Which is probably for the better, because if I brought that home, the wife would be like, what the fuck's this?
Why do you have a Club Risque towel?
Yeah. It's like, we only went to 3
It was
that day.
free.
Yeah, they're handing them out.
Yeah, you can give me anything free, I'll take it.
That was something I missed. I never got to a wing bowl.
No, me neither.
I didn't know it was going to be the last one, but it was fucking awesome.
I was also pretty lazy. I never wanted to wake up early.
That was the
so
problem.
you
We
gotta
didn't
get there
like
at 3 in the
4,
morning
yeah.
or whatever it is.
Well, we
yeah.
didn't wake up. We just stayed up.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the plan, I
Yeah.
guess.
That was crazy.
I
dude.
don't understand how those guys ate so many wings, like, because they were cold. Those wings I heard were cold, just sitting in like
Oh, really?
mild butter sauce, basically. Like, because like mild sauce, you use butter and hot sauce to make
Yeah.
it mild. It's like that's the sauce they were using apparently, and then it just sounded disgusting. And like I'm a big wing guy. I'll eat
Oh,
wings.
I love wings, dude.
But that
We could do
like,
wing talk.
Yeah.
I just put down 10 wings above B-dubs, waiting for. I thought we have to like
Coordinate better?
Yeah, we got to make a point of like actually communicating. So it was like
We're
1
just
o'clock
both so laid back. Nobody wants to take charge, and it's just like,
Yeah.
whatever.
because we're sitting there and you're like on my way, and I was like, why is he on
I'm
his way?
so glad I sent that message.
I was
too.
like, why would he say on my way? Like, because I thought you went into work this morning, and that's why we pushed it. You were like 1 o'clock is what time we're gonna start. So when you said on your way, I was like, is he saying on my way back home? Like I'm supposed to be like meet him there? And then I was like, no, I just gotta call him and be like, don't go to my house.
yeah, that was a good clutch move.
I'll just rent out my third bedroom for you guys. This way, you guys always just go to the same place every time.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'm always down for
Where are you
something.
at? What
Warminster.
area? Warminster. huh?
He's out near me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm not going to that Toy Con then.
No.
Well, I mean, unless you guys want to actually go, I'll go. But the plan was like, all right, I'm coming out there. It's already right there, right? 10 minutes away. Slide over there, see my buddy, and then come back home. Go
Yeah,
to
I know you had talked about it, and then we made plans to disc golf, and I was like, oh, well, we'll be right there. And that's why I was like, oh, Murray, I'll ask you to do the podcast after disc golf. Totally forgetting that you said you wanted to go to
Yeah.
the Toy Con.
We'll still go, whatever.
What is this Toy Con?
ZoloCon. It's just a bunch of vendors. There's a huge toy scene.
Like
and
toys and collectibles, I
Yeah.
think.
Okay.
I don't really know too much about it. That's why I want to have my buddy on, and he's got a table there today. But I mean, like, he's doing it as a living,
Mhm.
like buying all these toys, collectibles. Then they get involved with each other, and they've actually like restarted like remaking toys and stuff.
That's
So
cool.
it's this whole thing. Seems pretty cool.
All right.
Something to talk about, at least.
Yeah, definitely.
sure.
I mean, it's a whole world. It's like a niche world. You unless you know, you don't know. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Like if unless like that's something you're interested in, like you're not gonna know half of the stuff they're talking about
Yeah.
anymore.
Like I just casually mentioned it to a guy at work, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like I'm going to that. I've got like you should see my Star Wars collection." I'm like, "Fucking nerd," and but then he's like just starts going deep on. I'm like, they're toys, they're
Yeah,
toys,
pretty much.
action figures. He's like, "Oh man, but you got to get the best ones. Like really, when you're looking at yard sales and stuff, you got to find this piece, and if you could find the thing that's with it, oh man, it's so much money."
If you get the Luke Skywalker with the lazy eye, man, that's like $10 million
yeah,
right there.
seriously, that's how deep they go. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane. So it'll be a good. I think that'll be a good podcast. To
Yeah,
have
but
him
you
on
got to
top.
be wary of anybody that's like, oh, here's my Luke Skywalker or my Ninja Turtles toys from I got when I was a kid in the box. Like, all right, fucking what kind of weird kid were you that
Yeah.
didn't want to open your toy
That's what I
immediately
always
and
think.
play with it?
Definitely weirdo.
Like I don't know how you can be like, oh, cool, that's done.
You know what the equivalent to that is? Like on the weird girl side thing, like those women that make those live looking babies. Now I get maybe some of them are for they lost a baby or whatever, but to just have those things around is fucking creepy.
I have, no
Have you
idea
ever
what
seen
you're
those?
talking about.
No.
They look like real babies.
Is it a cake? Is it baby
No.
or cake?
Oh, those baby cake things are
No.
weird. Those are weird.
No, what's that?
It's like like how people like will make cake and it looks like it's
Anything
real.
it's supposed to be?
Yeah, like they can make like a
shoe or something.
microphone. Yeah, exactly. It
This
looks,
is
it looks
bricks,
real. Yeah,
but it's not. It's cake.
yeah. And it's like people do that with like babies, and those
Huh.
things look creepy.
Oh, that's weird.
So they look real, and then someone takes a knife and cuts the skull in half.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll still eat the cake though.
I mean, for
that's
sure.
probably
Cake's
delicious.
cake,
Cake's
right?
cake. Exactly.
Once they cut it open, does it look more delicious because it's a baby? Yeah.
Depends who you are. Jeffrey Dahmer, sure.
Well, it's not a black gay baby.
I'm gonna see if I can make a third Jeffrey Dahmer reference today.
I believe in you.
Where'd you get these wings at?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, okay.
B-dubs.
regular
Chain.
regular wings. Yeah.
Yeah. A little spicy garlic.
Yeah, they do the different flavors. They're all right.
Got a Nashville hot chicken sandwich. That was pretty legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's your favorite wing spot out by you?
Probably Buffalo Wild
Oh,
Wings.
jeez.
No way.
Not
You're
a
close
wing
enough. Union
connoisseur?
Jacks.
Oh, you know what? There's no, Union Jack's is closer for you probably.
Well, yeah.
I've only had it once.
You've only been there once?
Yeah.
Oh, you're fucking up.
Yeah. But
That the
like
spot you
and,
talking
and they were
about?
good.
Yeah.
They were really good. But by us there's a place in Huntington Valley called Pal's Tap House, and they have a really good like Pal's sauce they call it. I think they just mix all of their sauces together, honestly. But it's like it's like a light sauce, but it's like lemon peppery, it's mustardy, barbecuey, like it's.
I'm a sauce guy. I
it's
love
really
sauce and I love wings. So
I don't like my stuff to be drowning.
See, that's
I like wet wings.
I told him
never
while,
for breaded.
while
Yeah.
we're eating, I fucked. A lot of times I'll ask for whatever the wings with the sauce on the side because I don't like them drowning. Like I don't know. I like eating wings, but I don't like get my hands messy.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of what you got to do, you know.
Yeah, I know, but when they're like, they just take like a bucket of sauce and dump it over your like little container with the wings in it. You can just get like a little thing and dip the wing in. You get the same flavor of the sauce.
I don't know. I feel like it soaks, it absorbs it. I'm a sauce
Nah.
guy.
I like the wing zings, like the spicy breading ones. Love those ones.
Really?
Yeah, there's a place by my house growing up called Old London, and they had those, and the best. Those are my favorite wings ever.
There was a spot called Mr. E's. It's now the King's Tavern. It's turned fancy. It's out in off 82 in Coatesville, Wagontown area. They had the best wings ever. Like I'd travel, 40 minutes to Coatesville.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go there, just grab, an order of wings. Fucking the best.
But to eat them there or to go wings?
I don't give a fuck. Eat them there to go. I'd
And
come back, heat them up. I'd buy two.
They held up to go.
2 orders. I would order 2, eat one the night, and then have another one for the next day and reheat them. They're still good.
Some reheated food sometimes is honestly better than the original.
That's tricky.
For me, like Chinese food or like rice dishes. Rice
hate
reheated,
reheating
I
rice.
love.
Really?
I love reheated rice.
Mm.
Like yesterday, my wife and I got like Mediterranean from this one place, and I ate half of it for lunch, and then took it with me to work for dinner. Reheated at work. I was like, "This is way better."
So you're doing it in the
second time
microwave,
around.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. I use the stove a lot. The wife's always like, "Why are you doing it? You're making a mess."
That's why I don't
You-
use the stove.
Gotta understand, it makes it taste way better.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it definitely is
you
better.
You could microwave day old pizza, or you could throw it in the oven.
Yeah,
Well, I'm trying that. I'm gonna try that new next time we get a pizza. That put an ice cube in the pan, put the lid on
on
it.
the stove.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I seen that. So I was like, oh, that's
you
a
could
great
also
idea.
you can do it in the microwave too with like a cup of water.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So it
Mm.
keeps it
or like a
moist.
wet paper towel on top.
Mm. But then cheese will stick to it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Tell you what, the air fryer.
Yeah,
Talk about
yeah.
like bringing food back to life. That's a
Yeah.
game changer.
Mhm.
Get one of them.
We got like the toaster oven size one, so like you can put like a 12-inch pizza in there too.
Oh,
That's
nice.
awesome.
Damn.
Yeah, ours is like the 8-in-1, so it's like air fryer, slow cooker.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like all these different things. And then it's a pressure cooker too. And we got it. I think it was like not Christmas, a wedding gift or something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, they missed one of the functions because it says 8-in-1. Brittany and we're all like at the shower or whatever. Like, what do you mean? It's like, it's really a 9-in-1. They're like, oh yeah. What are you talking about? It's like, it's a pressure cooker or a bomb.
I'm terrified always when I use our Instant Pot. Like, am I letting the air out right on this thing, or like I don't want this thing to blow up in my kitchen.
The pressure cooker, like when
Like-
she does rice, it fucking spits all this shit up out
Yeah,
of it.
and like I don't want like my barbecue chicken to be all over the kitchen. That's gonna be a mess. I would just sell the house at that point.
Or a piece of the shrapnel going into your skull.
Nah, I'm more worried about the barbecue sauce getting everywhere. Honestly,
Well, that's when the dog comes in. All right,
Yeah.
go clean up.
yeah, I gotta try and lift her 105-pound ass
Lift
up
her to get the
to
ceiling.
get the stuff off the ceiling.
What do you have, a lab too, or?
She's a Great Dane lab.
Oh,
mix.
Great Dane.
Yeah.
Jeez.
She's a big girl.
Yeah, so she's got those long legs and got a Great Dane like snout, but the rest of her looks like a lab.
Yeah. So, what's the lifespan on that?
No,
Because the Great Danes do not live long at all.
I don't know. I'm hoping she got the lab.
Yeah, that's what I'd be hoping.
Yeah, we're going through right now my dad's dog, which
Yeah,
kind of my dog. He's 12 years old. That towards the end of his life, that German Shepherd Black Lab mix, so it's old for a big dog like that. But I like got the news last week that my dad was like, "Yeah, might want to come hang out with him for a little bit." I was
Yeah.
like, that's rough.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Best part about a dying dog is puppy is the next thing you're gonna get.
Some people don't do that, and I don't understand those people.
Really?
Yeah, like they'll
one and
let their
done?
dog. No, it might not be one and done, but like whenever their dog passes away, they're just like, yeah, I don't think I can do this anymore.
Well, it probably is nice not having, because we didn't have one when we first moved in here, so it was nice.
Mhm.
You don't have to worry about any of the shit. But there's just something about having a dog where it's like they bark when people are at the door, like that. I don't know, just you don't have to worry as much. I feel like somebody's breaking in, the first thing they're gonna find is the Rottweiler. So like it's a nice little comfort thing.
So we just had part of our house repainted, so we had our dog stay at my in-laws' house for like 4 days. And it's like my wife and I were saying when we came home from work, like it's weird not having her like jump up on us. But then like yesterday when I came home from work, so she's back at our house now because it's done. I opened the door and like she always knows when my wife gets home, but when I get home, like my wife said, she picked her head up like someone was here and then put it back down. It's like, how do you know that's not an intruder? Like, how can you tell?
Oh, they know.
Yeah, like how do you know that? But she'll bark at anything else that walks by outside. Like
Yeah.
it could be a kid, it could be a dog, it could be an adult. She doesn't bark at like any of the squirrels or wildlife outside, but she'll chase the shit out of them out back.
Yeah, mine's an asshole. She hears like a knock on anything, and you just did it.
Mhm.
She'll start barking.
Yeah, I think I kind of got her out of that habit.
Yeah,
Unless it's the front door knocking. Like you can knock on anything in the house and she'll probably be fine now.
nice. Dog.
Yep. A live dog talk.
No, it's not so much for you. Shortly.
Jesus Christ.
Uh,
Do the leg thing with him. Have him just stick his snout right between your legs.
Yeah, that's what he likes.
Yeah. So we always do that. I'm just trying to sit there, watch TV. You got your leg up on your leg, and he just shoves his head right between your legs there.
hey, that's how they greet you, man.
Come pay attention to me.
Come
Yeah.
come sniff my gooch.
Yep.
Well, while we were having our house repainted, since I'm working at 1:30, I'm just sitting in the basement like, the fuck do I do while they're upstairs? Like I feel so awkward. Got my Switch charged up again, and my Nintendo Switch, not my Switchblade, and started playing that. And they have like these emulators on there. Do you have a Switch or ever play it?
Yeah, we got to switch somewhere. I don't think the kid plays it anymore.
So like you can play like old N64 games on there, Super Nintendo stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
through like their app. So I've been playing the original Legend of Zelda this whole week.
Like Nintendo
Yeah, like
original.
the original
Yeah.
Nintendo. It's like the gold cartridge one.
Yeah, love the music. Yeah,
I forgot how fucking hard that game was.
it's fucking hard.
Yeah, like I'm 31 now, and I'm like, this will be no problem. Like I beat it as a kid when I was like 5 or 6 or whatever the hell I was. And I'm trying to play it now. I'm like, I need to look up walkthroughs and shit.
Well, like imagine back then, like you didn't have walkthroughs. Like you
Yeah,
just
like-
had to figure that shit out. Like,
Yeah,
hidden stuff. Like I loved that about games.
we were like, lucky enough to have like the Game Insider or
Ah.
like magazine or whatever.
Yeah.
Game Informer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Informer.
Like, and I was like, Jesus.
Well, that's different. Like that's a hard game. So it's like, where do I go to find the thing I need? That's different than games like The Lion King or Battletoads,
Mhm.
where it's like this is just like a platform game where it's like, all right, run through this like level, but it's fucking impossible. Like
Yeah.
Battletoads is one where it's like, I think it was 11, maybe 12 levels. The farthest I ever got was 8. And then you die enough, and it's like, okay, you ran out of restarts, so you got to go back to like you. There is no save code to start from here. It's like
Jesus.
go back to the beginning.
When we were growing up, we were playing like Mega Man. So we had Mega Man 4 and Mega Man X, which I think X was the first one on the Super Nintendo. And we would be writing down like all the save codes and stuff that you can just like put back in.
Yeah.
It's like we had notebooks worth of shit.
Yeah, I had a notebook full of save codes
Like-
for the Super Nintendo Star Wars games.
Yeah, like cheat codes for GTA and all that.
Yeah.
Like everybody had that.
I don't know, man. Do you remember just getting so frustrated? Like, fuck this game. I will never play this again. And then you give it a day or two, and then you're like, all right, well, let me try again. And then you finally break through that wall where you're like, oh, all right, it was so simple. Damn.
Yeah, and then you get stuck
Man,
on the next
yeah.
level and do it again.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was the best part about video
St-
games.
Still do that. I don't know what you
Yeah.
mean. Do you remember?
Oh, now, for the past, fucking 5 years, it's probably been the Royal Rumble game. So, kind of just get to redo it every single time.
The what? The wrestling game?
No.
Yeah, Royal
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about?
The fucking everybody jumps in.
Battle
100 people,
Royale.
Battle
Oh, yeah.
Royale. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just copy and paste for every
Everything.
franchise now.
Man, I
Like
play the
some-
Modern Warfare one.
Some do it better than others. Like what was the 2 Call of Duties ago? Like-
what-
Like when Warzone first came out.
yeah, that was a good. Like
It
then
was
they
just,
had this
like, it was
resurgence.
just
thing.
as like when
Yeah.
Warzone was just Warzone.
Yeah, like that was good. Like Verdansk, was that the town?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Verdansk. Yeah.
Like that was good. And then when they went to the Pacific one, I was like, I'm done.
Really?
Yeah.
Look, we played it a lot because, like, so if you're with a squad that is not very good, and you're playing 20 minutes a clip until you actually get in, like, engaged with somebody, and then you all die,
Mhm.
not very fun. But then they came out with the resurgence thing. You just keep coming back until the end.
Yeah.
That was way better, especially for my team.
I have a love hate with the Resurgence because like I want to kill someone and not have to worry about them ever again.
Yeah.
But like I die the most probably on our squad, if not second most, and the Resurgence is helpful in my factor.
See, that just makes it sound like it's a different game at that point.
It
is.
Because like the Battle Royale, where it's like you play PUBG and you
Mhm.
drop in, and it's like
Yeah.
you get a kill, and it's like, all right, that guy's loading a new game. Like I'm still in this one. Like there is no.
There's more satisfaction. Like, you can't play this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and that would get your heart pumping too. Like when you came down to the final 5 or whatever, you're like, oh shit! Like somebody pops out of a bush, like fuck.
Well, that,
Oh,
and
that
you
was
just,
me.
Yeah.
that and you played for 40 minutes. Like
Yeah.
at least PUBG
Yeah.
was like those games were big and long.
Yeah.
So you get down to the last 5, that last circle, and you're like, fuck. Now it's intense because otherwise I wasted 40 minutes doing like
That's the worst
nothing.
part. Yeah, if you die in those last few people, like that's the worst part. You're just like, fuck, I just did all this for nothing.
I liked with squads when you would set it up at a bridge, like
Yeah.
roadblock. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, when PUBG came to Xbox, I remember being super excited because
Yeah.
like I remember watching like everybody playing it on PC.
Yeah,
and I
because
was like,
PCs always had the better games,
Yeah.
but now that like the consoles are getting up there, now we can start to get those cool games.
yeah, and like I remember, I think we were playing with you when we got our first win on PUBG.
Yeah.
We had all 4 of us still alive, and there was this one guy hiding in a bush just praying for his
Yeah.
life, I think. And we ended up getting that kill. I was like, holy shit, that was awesome. Like,
Yeah, I
that
used to
was-
take pictures of all of them.
Yeah,
Winner,
same.
chicken dinner.
Yep. And then Fortnite came out, and we were deep into that for a while. I don't know if you were
Really?
playing
No,
with us.
it's for like I was into PUBG, and then Fortnite came, and they just like I wasn't a fan of third person,
Mm-hmm.
and just all the silliness. Like you get into a firefight with somebody, and they've got a castle in 3 seconds, and it's like,
Well,
all right,
when Fortnite first came out, people weren't building that.
No,
great,
not
so
like that.
It's like it was
Like-
fun. It was like people were building like a wall just
For-
to save their ass.
for a little bit.
yeah,
I was playing Fortnite, and I was the king of coming in second because I would just sit in a bush,
The
let
worst.
everybody I'm playing with die, and then it's me versus some dude that has gold everything, and I haven't picked up shit, and I lose.
I mean, I'll be honest. Like my first win in Fortnite solos, I was hiding in a bush. I stayed there the entire game. I had a shotgun, and the circle came down to like a small area by a mountain, but there was a bush at the bottom of that mountain. Guy had to come down. I was like, nice. So got my first win there. I was like, all right, I'll take it.
It
Wins
was
a win.
too cartoony. Like it was like goofy.
That's kind of what I like about
Yeah.
it, though. Like it doesn't seem as serious. Like I get less mad. I feel like.
Okay.
But I didn't mind that. But when Apex came out,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when they like changed up with now they had the respawn beacons,
Yeah.
and Apex was built on the Titanfall system, which Titanfall is like one of my favorite games.
I had high hopes for that.
Yeah.
Like Apex it's a good game. People still play it, but
Mhm.
like it's just not my cup of tea.
Mhm.
Like I tried it, didn't like it.
It got too like
It's a little it's faster
it's
than
very
any of
fast.
the
very
other
fast.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
and I get it. Like you have to keep it interesting, and the people that are still playing it probably kept up with it and they love it. But I liked the simpler version of just like, okay, release a new this or that, but then it's like new characters that do
Yeah, like Apex
crazy
had
stuff.
people do like certain like abilities and stuff.
Yeah.
Like someone could like track your footsteps, another one could like teleport like through a wall.
I
or
did
something.
like that guy, the Bloodhound. That,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
guy was awesome. I
Yeah.
did pick that character all the time.
Nick
Him and the
always
gas guy.
picked that guy. I never had the chance to.
Yeah. Well, that's just cool because then you could track him down and kill
Yeah.
him.
He-
That and the gas guy. Once you found out you could like place those gas things, that was the best.
I've seen
guy.
some cool clips of people using that gas
You
guy.
use them to block doors and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But then they got all crazy. I think I bailed on it when they brought in the really fast guy that put the things that you jump on, and then the chick that traveled through, or was that a regular character? Traveled through those little wormholes.
That was a regular character, I think.
Okay,
Because I think that's who I would usually pick.
that was cool too
That or the
because you could
robot.
do it out of the gas.
Yeah.
It was a fun game for a little bit.
Just for a little.
I'm a little over the whole battle royale. Like I think they had their time. Let's
Well, you're
get
still
back
just
to like
on like 6v6 for Overwatch, right?
That's 5
yeah, well, it's, yeah,
Is
it
it
is
5v5?
5v5.
Okay.
Yeah.
You play Overwatch too?
Of course.
Okay. Like that's another thing. So it's like I played that for a minute because there's two games that were like pretty much the same game, Overwatch and what was the other one? They had like characters just like Overwatch. Like they came out right around the same
Smite?
time.
Probably not
I
Smite.
don't think it was Smite. It was like a similar sounding game and it had weird goofy characters that did special moves. And I guess Overwatch is obviously the one
Valorant?
that
Nah,
Came
Valorant
out
was way after.
on top of it. I don't know, I have to look it up. But either way, that was the one that won. I played it for a little bit. I was like, this is cool. But then each character has its own little thing.
Yeah. That's
And cartoony.
and it's weird because like I'll say that like I like Overwatch because like they all have their own special things, but like when Call of Duty did it and like certain people have like a stealth ability, I'm just like this is dumb.
Like you're talking about like the future Call of Duties.
Yeah.
I fucking hated those.
Yeah.
I think I still probably bought them all every year.
Oh yeah,
But
I definitely bought them all up
fucking
until like
worst.
the World War II one. I think was the last one I bought.
That's because Call of Duty hasn't innovated something since Call of Duty 4, the
No.
original Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Since then, Call of Duty has only ever taken ideas from other games. They have
It's
not
true.
innovated anything in 15 years, 20 years almost.
And all their maps have the same like layout. It's like 3 lanes. Like you have spawn, and then to get to each other, there's left side, right side, and middle. Like there's no like cross paths and stuff like that.
Kind of like that because then I just stay good. It's a different map, but it's the same.
Yeah. Like back Call of Duty 4 had just some top tier maps.
Yeah. And it was that was the first like gun progression type of where it didn't affect anything. Like you were just getting the new skins and that kind of shit when you were using the guns.
Yeah.
It didn't unlock anything new.
Yeah.
Where these new ones, it's like, all right, you use this gun enough and you get this attachment that now makes it way better.
Yeah.
And then you need to get 50 kills with that attachment to unlock a different gun.
Yes.
It's like it's ridiculous now. It zigzags so much.
So did you play the original Call of Duty 4?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I played Call of Duty 2, Big Red 1. That was the
Mhm.
first Call of Duty I played, and I played it up until Black Ops 3
Yeah.
regularly. But
Yeah.
then like I think there was one after Black Ops 3, then there's Black Ops 4 that like I got them both, but like I wasn't playing that as much because like before that like I was in college, like living in the dorms or something,
Yeah.
playing that.
Well, you remember ranked?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like 300 in the world at one time in
Yeah,
Call of
he
Duty
loves
4.
He loves telling us. I
He
feel
loves
like, yeah.
bringing it up.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. So I was pretty good. I mean, at
I
one
mean,
time,
if we're
man,
gonna brag
Yeah,
about
when you're
ranks,
a loser with no job, sure, you can spend a lot of time playing Call of Duty.
you know,
there was a lapse of employment there.
but that's when you get good.
Man, it was fucking great.
I was top 100 in ball game in Battle Block Theater. Me and his cousin Nigel.
Really?
Yeah,
What's that? I don't know anything you just said.
exactly. That's all you need to know.
All right.
But my cousin loves just finding the exploits in games. Like when
Oh yeah.
that new fighter game.
Cousin's name's Nigel?
Yeah.
Like Nigel Thornberry?
Yeah.
Cool.
He's not as cool as Nigel Thornberry.
Definitely not. As cool. But the platform,
Multiverse?
yeah, Multiverses, that
Yeah.
game, that came out, and then there was like an exploit where if you played doubles and your one character was Velma
Velma.
and the other was with the dude from Adventure Time,
The dog?
The tall one.
Oh.
no, the dog,
Oh, was it the dog?
yeah, the one that can change shapes and stuff, the one that's voiced by
Yeah,
Bender.
yeah.
But either like
That's
if you like used those two characters, there was like an exploit where you could make your one character unhittable but could still do attacks. So like him and my brother did that to where they were like ranked in the highest rank, and they only did that for like a week till that bug was taken out of the game. And it's like, all right, we're done playing,
No
but I'm
one's
ranked.
played
Yeah,
since.
but it's
See,
like
I'd
I'm this
say
high.
it was cheating, but if it's part of the game that, I mean, it's like you didn't hack, I guess.
Yeah, it's just
So,
it's an exploit. Like
Yeah.
you're not doing anything wrong. You're just being an asshole.
But then it's not like he didn't get good and then keep playing. It was like we're gonna use this thing to climb ranks and then be done and just say we're up there.
When it first came out, I beat Nigel 1-on-1 and That was it. Like I'm better than him. I beat him. My record's 1-0.
Yeah, I was actually good. I was getting recruited by clans and everything.
Oh shit.
Phase.
Dude, as soon as they, like, you'd be like, yeah, you guys have a clan. It's like, well, we're a real clan. Like, we've got a website and everything. Oh shit. All right, cool. But they would always implode. It was always so embarrassing. There's power struggles. You guys are guys on the internet. We're playing an internet game. And you guys are like have a little bit of power where you can tell people no or go or whatever.
Dude,
It's so weird.
I just saw this thing last night that I guess like whatever the new Mortal Kombat 11 I think it is. There's a tournament going on this weekend that there's a guy who signed up that nobody's had heard of, and when they looked into him, like he used a fake name and a fake email address, so it's just a completely random guy nobody knows is wrecking all of these Mortal Kombat pros. And he like is fucking he's like teabagging all the guys when they go down. Like he's just like being disrespectful and winning the whole time. People are like, who the fuck is this person?
It's
We
like
don't know.
William Hung. Everyone should be rooting for him now.
You got to be good if you're gonna you can't be a dick unless you're good.
No,
Like,
I disagree
back
with
it
that.
up. Really?
I 100% disagree with that.
Oh man.
Because I am the bad guy and I will be a dick.
Sometimes you just need to be a dick.
Yeah.
And like sometimes it's a rite of passage. How many have you been suspended from
yeah,
messaging?
for some bullshit.
Yeah,
but
of course.
Uh,
But that
yeah.
it's a rite of passage. You gotta if you're playing Xbox and you haven't been suspended from Xbox chat at least once, what are you doing?
You have to have your backup count always, just in
Yeah.
case. Like, I'll do it again. Like,
See,
I'm
I
not gonna
love
fuck.
getting the messages. And I'm not reporting anybody. I
No.
save them and I send them to my friends. Like, this is how good I am. Because, yeah, I guess you'll get people that suck that write you shitty messages. But really, I think it's the people that think they're good and then you wreck them and then they just fucking have this fury and they're like, they're risking getting banned. So they're like, you're fucking pussy, blah, blah, blah.
But that's
Screenshot.
that's one of my favorite things of playing Overwatch because you have the different characters. So you say like the one character, Widowmaker, is a sniper that can like if you hit headshots, you can one shot pretty much the
like
whole
the golden gun.
Yeah.
I know.
So if you you find somebody that's playing this Widowmaker, you're like, okay, like I will now switch to play the same character, and you start headshotting them so that they don't get any kills, and you're just deleting them. You get that person to quit the games. It's like fuck this. That's one of the reasons that I'm like, oh, this game like Overwatch is so great.
So how does that work in terms of getting their parents? Like, I mean, you headshot Widow as
Oh,
Widow. You got their parents.
Yes.
But if you make them quit after you do that, what is that?
Oh, that's like you stole their grandparents from them.
I think you killed their parents.
Oh, yikes.
I would imagine are there still kids playing or is it literally just like guys like us?
There might
No,
be
there's
kids.
a bunch of kids playing,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Fuck them. They suck.
Oh yeah, no. Fuck them kids.
Yeah. You live at your parents' house. I'm an adult.
I gotta go to work. I'm
like,
still whooping your
I
ass. I
bought
got
this
a real
game.
job.
Whatever game it is, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Overwatch, like whatever the game is, there's nothing better than hearing a child get yelled at by their
Oh, yeah.
parents.
Yeah, like get off the game. You got to do your homework. Like,
You said one more game. This is 3 games later. What are you doing? You're gonna be grounded. It's like,
Like I'm always arguing with her, like,
Great.
because I'm sympathizing with the kid. Like, he can't pause it, so you gotta let him finish the fucking round.
oh, that's the best part. My wife understands that. My mom didn't. So that was the best part about moving out. But then I forget to go help my wife afterwards. So that's when she gets angry.
Well, mine will come in and start talking to me, and it's like, I'm in the fucking final 4 right now. It's not that I don't care about what you're saying. Well, I don't. But take this conversation and wait 5 minutes. Not right now. And then they get
no,
pissy because they want it right now.
yeah.
And it's like, oh, well, today, like, what the fuck?
There's really only like one game that I feel like I can't step away from. And it's Rocket League when we're in the middle of like a tournament. They host like public tournaments all the time that just like anybody can join. You don't need to sign up. You just like log in at the right time and just click join tournament. It's like that. If you go to the final, it takes like an hour to an hour and a half of your time. And it's like the games are 5 minutes each. You get like maybe a couple minutes between each one. If you're lucky, usually not. So it's like that's like the only time I can't step away because like you got to be doing things the whole time while you're playing Rocket League. Like you got to be paying attention. Like Overwatch, you can step away for a minute. I mean, you'll probably get kicked out of the match, but
yeah.
But
someone
that's
else
when
would-
she
will
says,
fill
like, hey,
in.
dinner's done. It's like, yeah, it's fine. The one night you chose to make dinner, I'll reheat it. It's fine. We don't eat together anyway. Who gives a fuck?
And if it's
Well, dinner's
rice,
ready.
reheated rice,
Yeah,
it's
there you
solid,
go.
man. Now, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Snacks.
Yeah,
You like snacks,
big,
right?
Obviously.
All right.
Big snack guy.
You can see him. You take a guess if he likes snacks.
She just bought me, like, it's hard to find except for on Thursdays, the Crumb Devil's cake donuts from
okay.
Edmonds.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
yeah,
that
the
sounds
crumb
good.
top donuts.
Yeah, and then in milk. You fucking can't
Oh,
beat
hell
them.
yeah.
Dude, that's probably
I'll
at
down a
least
box
20
of
of these
that.
pounds.
All day.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, there was a time when we were at Corey's house when he was throwing house parties.
Mhm.
We're getting shit faced. He lived like a block from a Wawa. Dude, 3 a.m., a half gallon of iced tea and a box of Enemans crumb top donuts was like every weekend for a summer.
Man, I can't talk about iced tea anymore. I had
Yeah.
a kidney stone last year.
Oh, yeah?
The worst experience of my life.
Terrible, right?
Same time as COVID, so I thought it was a COVID symptom. Turned out it was kidney stone.
was a
Hey, it
COVID
probably was listed.
It was a COVID stone.
COVID stone, right. So for snacks, I've been talking to people at work about this a lot. Refrigerated Doritos.
No, never thought about it.
Try it.
Yeah.
I think refrigerated snacks, when they're not supposed to be refrigerated, are so much better. Like this past week, I had like Swiss rolls.
Oh.
Put them in the fridge.
Oh, Swiss rolls in the freezer. Get them a little crunchy.
I can't keep those in the house. I'll be fucking 500 pounds.
Yeah,
They're fucking so good. I bite into those and I'm just like, this is heaven.
yeah. What's that brand? Is that Little Debbie?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of their snacks
whatever-
are just legitimate.
I'll take any of them.
Yeah.
Nutty Butters.
Yeah.
Oh,
same
them-
thing.
The wafers with the peanut
Yep.
butter and chocolate.
The Cosmic Brownies are
I'll
my
fuck
favorite.
some of them up.
Oreo
Dude,
cream pies.
those shits will give me diabetes, I'm telling you.
Oh, for sure. If I get diabetes, it's because of that.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
I like a peanut chew in the freezer.
Oh no, I don't like
Nah,
peanut
I don't
juice.
fuck with peanut juice.
What?
Nah.
No.
Why? Just because we went to school with the Goldenberg kid?
yeah,
He's a dick?
I hated him in elementary school, so like I
What's
think
that
that's
story?
my personal vendetta.
No, it's
He's
just like
just a dick.
If, when you look at the package peanut, it's Goldenberg's peanut chews,
All right.
and we went to high school with this kid. You shouldn't drop name. Fuck it, he's not gonna listen.
Yeah,
Goldenberg, who's a dick,
Was, it gonna
was
do
like the
Suya?
grandson of the guy who invented
really?
peanut
Yeah.
chews.
I thought
yeah.
it was just
So-
common name.
And I went
Okay.
to elementary school with the kid too.
And he was a dick, huh?
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
all throughout his entire.
And he's a candy
Educational
empire
career.
kid, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. You probably could have
I think they-
befriended him and got free candy
I
for
think they
life.
sold the company though.
They-
Like it's not.
They
their
sold
share
it like
anymore.
in the early 2000s, I
Yeah.
think.
Mm.
But they like the name is still Goldenberg's.
Yeah, and I
peanut
think the
chews.
recipe's still the same too, but
Yeah.
like it's just not my cup of tea.
They were invented for World War II rations. Fun
Mm.
fact.
Yeah.
So he just thought he was king of the world, huh?
I guess.
Fuck
huh?
that guy. I don't think I went to school with anybody like that was an heir to anything.
Oh, you didn't go to school with Bill Cosby or Bob Saget or
No.
Eddie George or
Mm-mm.
Taylor Swift.
Bill Cosby didn't go to Abington.
Nah, neither
There's a
did
guy
Taylor
that played a couple years younger than me. Played for the Rays, so
Okay.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we had a guy.
And the Rays
baseball,
are.
baseball team.
There you go.
What city?
Tampa Bay Rays,
Okay.
Florida.
What were they before? Because they changed the name.
Stingrays. They're probably like it's
Oh,
Tampa
shit,
Bay.
Yeah.
They were they're the Tampa Bay Rays
Florida.
now. So it was like
Marlins.
Like six. No, that's a whole different team.
All right.
So
Right
it was
state.
like 10 years ago, maybe. No, because
little more.
it was like 2005.
It was around when the Expos left.
Yeah, around then that they changed their name.
Dolphins.
No, you're
Not
never,
not the mammal.
You're
the
never
fish.
gonna fucking get it. The
Go ahead.
dolphins are a mammal. What are you?
Not that one. There's the other one that's it's also called a mahi mahi. They call that a dolphin too.
Who calls that a dolphin?
People, that-
Oh, a mahi mahi.
look it up, bro. Just saying.
I've never ordered dolphin at a seafood restaurant.
Well, yeah,
Especially
that'd
not
be
mahi mahi
inappropriate.
dolphin.
Unless you're in Asian countries where you could probably get that.
Yeah, probably. No,
So-
they were the devil rays. All they did was drop the devil.
I've heard that
Yeah.
name. Yeah,
You're
it's
old
kind
enough.
of like a trick question.
Yeah, a little bit, but yeah, make you sweat.
Yeah, you're a big sports guy. I've learned.
Oh man, I couldn't remember my favorite hockey player last time. I was fucking disappointed.
Who is it?
Fuck. Number 88, Eric Lindros.
Okay, I was gonna say you did this last time where you said number 88,
It
and then
was
you
just like
blanked
one
on
of
his
those things
name.
you fucking blank on. But yeah, that's my favorite hockey player. I couldn't remember it. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Same generation. John LeClaire was my favorite growing up.
It was just because everybody, like, I don't know what year that was that he was really huge. I think my cousin was like in
Most
love
of
with
the
him.
90s.
Yeah,
And,
he's like
so,
6'7", so he's pretty
Yeah.
huge.
So that's the only reason I remember that guy. And 88, them on.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. Just like the car, the NASCAR, number 8.
Yes.
Dale.
Yeah,
And then went to 88 too after that.
I think so.
Yeah.
I can picture it on a car.
Like when he retired, he was 88, I think.
Was he?
Wasn't he?
I feel like I've seen that before.
I'm pretty sure.
I thought senior was 8 and then junior was 88.
Oh, yeah. That's what it was.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Also not a sport, right? Am I right?
I mean,
Frankie Muniz is on there now.
he's not a.
Is he doing
Malcolm in
like
the middle?
what-
I don't know. I just seen
He's like
things I
a
won't click on.
commentator for
No, he's trying to
race
driver.
NASCAR?
Yeah, yeah.
Really? Damn, good for Frankie Muniz.
Yeah. Travis Pastrana was there. Daytona.
Okay. Have you ever been to a NASCAR race?
No, I'd go.
Dude, they're fun as
You
hell.
should absolutely go.
The wife said it was cool. They'd take their RV and they'd sit on top of it and shit and drink. Like, well, her dad would drink. And I was,
We weren't that
oh,
rich.
I could get into that.
Yeah, we didn't have, we just parked and then walked in. But
No.
it's,
Yeah, it's-
any other sporting event, you have to go in and buy their shit. NASCAR is just like, yeah, as long as your cooler isn't hard on the outside, like if it's a soft-sided cooler, fucking bring it in. We don't care.
It's like
Duffel bag.
yeah, it's like going to back to the vet with the 700. I'll bring a soft cooler, and I mean you could probably bring hard coolers back then too. I think.
Probably. But
But
like
yeah.
you could bring in a whole case of beer if
Uh-huh.
you wanted to and just sit there
That's
and drink
awesome.
in the stands.
And it's got to be Budweiser, right?
Oh.
No.
That and then one of the best was when we were down at Dover.
Yeah.
Is you would think like there's so many different drivers that everybody is rooting for somebody different, so nobody's on the same page, which is for the most part until Danica Patrick was in last and got lapped by the leader. And then the entirety of the crowd was like, "Yeah, fuck Danica."
Look, she's just as good as the guys.
Yeah.
Just because the stats don't prove that.
She was a good driver. Like, she wasn't bad. Her problem was, and she admitted this in interviews, that when she was starting to get in wrecks, like, she would let go of the steering wheel. She would just let the car do whatever instead of trying to, like, fight the car into the right position.
Mhm.
And that's why a bunch of the other NASCAR drivers are like, we fucking can't stand her. Like, she gets into a wreck and is just all over the place because she lets go of the steering wheel.
I don't know. That was a good interview. Her and Dale Earnhardt, was it? That was on Rogan. Like, you realize, like, how fucking rich they are. Like, insane. From driving in circles. It's
Well,
amazing.
we like NASCAR is kind of big. Like we have Dover not too far and Pocono Raceway not too far. So there's obviously like a yearning for it around us.
Yeah, yeah.
But some places down south, it's NASCAR is it.
Life.
Like they don't,
Yeah.
they don't have
Like
the
that's it.
Phillies and the Eagles. Like they have NASCARs coming.
Like their city is dead for 350 days of the year, and then that 2-week span when the race is coming, that place is they're hooting and hollering.
Now, what states don't have baseball, basketball, and football teams?
a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Really? All right.
North Dakota,
there's not-
South Dakota, Wyoming.
There's not
Montana.
50 teams?
No,
No.
All right.
there's usually 32 teams, 30 to 32 teams, and some states have 2 of them. Still, like California
bunch
has
of
2.
them.
Oh,
California has like 5 for hockey.
Pittsburgh. And
Iowa. I don't think there's a
Really?
professional sports team in Iowa.
No, I
that'd
don't
be the
think
Cornhuskers.
they're not in
right?
Connecticut
That's-
either.
College.
Yeah.
No, and Nebraska is the Huskers.
Huskers. And the Huskies. That's a team, too.
Are you just naming things now? That's got to be a mascot,
I
right,
know
guys?
some-
He's,
I
he's,
know
right?
some
he's
sports,
just looking
dude.
around like trying to name things.
The Bears.
the curtains.
The
Yep.
Bears.
Oh, there you go. What about the cabinets? I think that's a good mascot, huh?
They're from Des Moines.
The cabinets.
Yeah.
They call them the cabbies.
One of my favorite jokes, speaking of cabinets. I think it was Family Guy that said it, and it was when George Bush was in office, and they were like, George Bush Jr., and they're like, this is weirder than that time George Bush found out about having a cabinet, and he gets into like a conference room, and he's like, there's no cabinets in here. What was it? I just found that really funny back in the day.
We had we'd get fucked up, and it was when Family Guy had a break. Like, it was just 3 seasons. That they did 3 seasons. That's it. And we had it on VHS tape, and every night we would pass out to that. It was fucking awesome. Those first 3 seasons were probably the best like animated show ever.
The first few seasons of like a lot of animated shows
Yeah.
are the best. Like we were talking about earlier, SpongeBob. Like their early stuff was great. Like The Simpsons, I think they actually took a little bit to get into, to be honest.
Yeah,
in
well,
my
you
opinion.
watch the really old ones. You're
By-
like, these are weird.
By season 7 and 8, The Simpsons is on a tear.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
when they're really
Yep.
rolling hard.
And then like the next 10 years, 15 years after that, and I feel like I haven't watched any now, but I feel like they're probably on the decline.
Yeah, I haven't seen any.
I feel
newer
bad because that was
Simpsons.
our probably on Sunday nights on Fox. Like that
Mhm.
was the show because you had to.
No,
'Cause
we-
that's it.
Well, there
But-
were
We
there was
weren't
no
allowed to watch it.
streaming. There was
Yeah.
no like anything else.
No,
you
I-
had 5 channels.
My parents wouldn't let us watch The Simpsons because Bart
Really?
was a bad influence, but we would watch Family Guy religiously.
Huh.
Figure that
Okay.
one out.
Were you guys older though at the time?
No.
'Cause- Oh, all right.
maybe 13, 14.
Huh.
I mean, like old enough that I could watch stuff like that, but The Simpsons were the devil, and
Parents
Family
religious?
Guy
or-
was cool. No, not at all.
Oh, okay. They just wanted good kids, and they thought, you know,
God, fuck Bart, like that guy's a dickhead. But
he's always stealing people's candy bars.
yeah,
Prank calling the bar, you know.
That was good.
They're Amanda Hug and Kiss. I'm looking for Amanda Hug and Kiss.
oh, I just look in the mirror.
Now, and with the name Stan Smith, not an American Dad fan.
It was like it was a spin-off. Like I don't know. It was.
It's better than Family Guy, in my opinion.
It's all no, that's not true at all.
No,
Uh-uh.
it is better.
I can't give you that.
It's a little bit more highbrow, I guess, and also a lot more dead ends. Like, and it's funny.
It's
like, don't get me
definitely funny.
wrong, but a lot more of just like, all right, that wasn't going anywhere. You guys just kind of took me on a ride to go nowhere.
Right.
Yeah, it's just
get
ridiculous. If Family Guy takes you on a ride to go somewhere?
Family Guy takes you on a ride you didn't know you needed to be
Yeah,
on.
journey.
Family Guy spends 5 minutes showing a Conway Twitty concert, and that's the joke.
That's the best
No,
part.
dude, that's the worst.
No.
Anytime that comes on, I fucking can't stand it. It's
It's
like, hey, we made 20 minutes of an episode that needs to be 25 minutes long. What should we do? Oh, just have Peter introduce Conway Twitty.
the chicken fights annoy me.
The chicken
Well,
fights
it was
are
funny for
as
the
fuck.
first time.
The first time,
Yeah.
right?
or the
No, that's still funny.
That's still funny
Yeah.
to me. Yeah.
You fall down and hit your knee. What's the first thing you fucking sit there and you're like,
Yeah. If I'm rating like that, like I guess generation of like animated shows, Family Guy's number 1. Bob's Burgers is number 2 for me.
Don't like
Bob's
Bob's
Burgers
Burgers
is-
either.
Bob's Burgers is
Bob's
hilarious.
Burgers one I got into late, but
Same.
Once I found it, I was like, why was I not watching this?
Yeah. Then I would put American Dad 3rd and Cleveland Show 4th.
I'll do Rick and Morty. Well, I guess you have to do. I would do Simpsons first because they were the ones that kind of started off.
Yeah.
Futurama.
Oh, Futurama's
Yeah, you
top
totally
tier.
forgot
Yeah, I
about
forgot about that.
Futurama.
Yeah, Futurama's number
And
1.
like South Park is also the same
Yeah.
era.
Yeah.
Like, you have to include South Park.
All right, so there'd have to be like top five, and they'd all kind of tie because they each had their time of like
Okay,
greatness.
I'll give you American Dad would be edged out of that top 5.
Yeah.
But mine
sure.
would not.
But in
include
my
Bob's
in my
Burgers.
opinion, I like American Dad way better than Family Guy.
Nah. It's okay to be wrong.
Nah, well, you're sitting over there trying to convince me a hot dog is a sandwich on the ride in.
It is. Hot dog's a sandwich. What do you think, Stan?
I guess you don't think about it that way, but technically it's in between two pieces of bread, and anything you put in between two pieces of bread is kind of a sandwich.
Well, it's one piece of bread, so it's not 2 pieces of
What
bread.
if it breaks apart?
Well, then it becomes a sandwich.
Oh, okay.
That was
There's
part
room.
Of,
There's
that was
room.
part of our talking point earlier. And like,
Technically, I would say a hot dog is a taco.
yeah,
No,
And if we're gonna
that doesn't make any sense.
and if we're gonna break it down further, a taco is just a wrap that's not fully wrapped.
but a wrap is a sandwich.
No, a wrap is not a sandwich.
Yes, it is.
A wrap is a wrap.
A wrap has all the meats and cheeses and veggies and everything wrapped up in it. Between that carb bread thing, it's a sandwich.
So then a ravioli is a sandwich.
No, ravioli's ravioli. That's where you make the difference.
That's a tricky spot to be in.
Is a Pop-Tart a ravioli?
Pop Tarts aren't that great. Like unless it's chocolate one.
Well, that's wrong.
The s'mores one.
There's never enough middle. It's
No,
always edge.
So you get more Pop Tarts and you eat more of
You
them.
just have to keep eating the Pop Tart middle. That's what they need to do. They need to release like limited edition like middle
Pop Tart
Pop-Tarts.
middles.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That would sell.
Like Pop Tart, if you're listening, like do it.
Cut the ends off for us, please. They
Mm.
suck.
We're gonna have to cut all of this till I write a letter to Pop Tarts.
Look, got an idea, guys. You know how Lucky Charms just sold the marshmallows? Boom.
Just middles. Hear me out.
I had something else on that. King of the Hill. You watch
King
that?
of Hills, yeah.
I need to watch it again
I
because
think
I
it-
haven't seen it in so
I think it's
long.
probably more adult humor, and I think we
But
get it better.
I feel
It's,
like I would
it's
enjoy
one
it.
that once I've gone back and watched it, I was like, oh, this was funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like when the dudes, like the guys, his wife's banging the Indian guy, like, and his kid's like definitely Native American.
Mhm.
Like, that's fucking hilarious. But you don't kind of grasp it at when you're, younger watching that.
Right. Yeah, that's one of the ones I do want to go back and rewatch. I want to rewatch like a lot of stuff right now, but I just don't. I mean, I have the time. I'm just
Yeah.
too freaking lazy.
I'm making Brittany rewatch Always Sunny with me because she's watched it, but I'm like, no, you need to watch the beginning. Like, just
And watch when I laugh, because that's when you should be laughing too.
Like I was telling you last time that like I want to start rewatching Always Sunny because I haven't seen like the past like 5 seasons. Like, well, I'm not just gonna jump in there.
Nah,
It's like
I
I want
can't.
to start from the beginning.
Because especially when they do throwbacks, I've got to watch it as well.
Get-
Kev's
just-
always on my shit about
if
watching
you're gonna
it.
watch, like, watch all of it. Watch it from
Yeah.
the beginning. It's amazing. But if
Agreed.
you're gonna watch one season, go watch season 5.
That's the best one.
Oh, it's fantastic. Like, we're watching on Hulu, so like an episode would end, and then it's like, do you want to play the next episode? Yeah, and like hit yes, but like before you hit yes, it's like, do you want to play the next episode? And then it gives you the episode title, and I would just see that and start laughing, and Brittany would be like, oh my god, like, and I was like, it's a good episode, Britt. Like, you gotta just wait.
That's how I am with like Family Guy and SpongeBob. I can just see the episode and the name and know exactly what it is.
I don't know. I have this bad thing where we start stuff and then don't finish it. Like right now, we're watching like Yellowstone, but then we just turned on Peripheral, which is on Amazon Prime. Pretty fucking good. I usually hate time travel, but they do it pretty cool. Have you guys seen any of it?
No.
Nah.
I've got like
2
I
episodes
think
in. 3.
a season and a half left of The Man in the High Castle
Mhm.
on Amazon, which is good. And there's no reason that I haven't finished it, but it's been like 3 years, and I'm like, I'll get back to it. They know where I left it.
Yeah. Well, it's like Vikings. Like I love that show, but I've got to be prepped and ready because I'm watching a season. Like, and that's a lot. And then you think about it, and all right, I guess I'm not going to watch it, even though I want to.
Yeah, like my wife and I, we will start shows and stop them halfway through a lot of times. Like we just did with Seinfeld, and like we kind of like keep picking at it because like I've never seen it. She's sort of seen it like, growing up with her dad, but
Yeah.
like not too much. But then Diana read this book about an F1 driver or something. Like they're all reading these books now, all these women.
Porn book.
Yeah. So
Like Fabio books.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
So we started
Keeps
watching.
them off your back, right? Hey, do whatever.
I mean, keep them off your back. I mean, it works in your favor sometimes.
Put them on their back. You
exactly.
know what I'm saying?
So we started watching the F1 show Drive to Survive on Netflix. It's really good because like I just started watching F1 a couple years ago because one of my friends told me to start watching. I was like, all right, why
That's
not?
just zigzaggy in circles, right?
It's zigzaggy NASCAR, exactly.
But there's no passing or crashes or anything fun.
It is
Huh.
less boring in that aspect.
They also make a ton of money, right?
They make
and they're
a fuck
famous
ton
and
of
shit.
money, yeah.
Hmm.
Like one of the guys that is like the the crew chief for the Red Bull team is married to Ginger Spice, I think.
Hmm.
It's like, oh
Damn.
shit, like I had no idea. Like good for both of you.
Yeah, good for Ginger Spice.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's handsome. I mean, I'll be honest.
Which
But
one's the best looking one? Posh Spice?
I was like Baby Spice growing up, but
Hmm.
I couldn't tell you
No,
any of them
I
right now.
No,
Whatever David Beckham's wife.
that's Posh.
Posh,
Was
I
that
think.
Posh?
Yeah,
Yeah. There's Scary, Posh.
Scary
Baby.
was Mel B, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's married to somebody, isn't she?
probably.
Famous?
Oh, I just assume everybody older than me is married.
Yeah, no doubt. Unless they fucked up.
Yeah, right. They're
They were
married.
married. They were married at one point.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you see? I just read an article the other day. Taylor Swift is apparently like up in arms because this Netflix show made a joke about her saying like you're as like angry as Taylor Swift is when she breaks up with her boyfriend. So you're going through so many boyfriends or something to the other character, and like Taylor Swift's like losing her shit about that.
Oh,
It's like,
like,
just shut the fuck up.
An innocuous joke about Taylor Swift because
Yeah.
she's has all these songs about people breaking up.
Because the shit's true.
Or is it just like her handlers like, oh, this will be a way to get your name in the public?
Her handler.
Handlers, yeah.
Well,
They have handlers.
That's,
what they call them? Like an
yeah.
agent.
that was like
yeah.
the
well, people that
like PR
publicists,
person.
whatever.
probably. But did you see the latest episode of South Park last week?
Did
Nah.
not.
Oh, dude, it was great. They went at like Meghan Markle and Harry, like Prince Harry,
Mhm.
and like the name of the episode was like the Worldwide Privacy Tour. So it's like them like we want our privacy, but they're like on all these talk shows and
Yeah.
shit, and then they like end up moving to South Park. But it's really them just like we want to be private. Why are you guys looking at us? And they're just like being loud and parading in front of everybody. And apparently, like Meghan Markle was like, "Oh, we'll have to talk with our team about like possibly like some legal action because they didn't like." And they don't mention that like they don't name them by name. They just draw them to look like them and like make it a point of they're the Canadian princess and prince or
Were
whatever.
they talking like the Canadians do in South Park?
With the
Yeah.
heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so it's clearly like Harry and Meghan Markle. And they were like all pissed off, and it's like, oh, you were just playing exactly into South Park's hands right there. Like,
Yeah.
how stupid! Like, can you not see what they were doing? And you're just like gonna come out and be like, oh, we didn't like how they were like that was about us.
Do you think when like South Park does that and like they create a character to look like someone famous and then someone famous gets angry and like tries to sue them, do you think South Park countersues and just like, oh, well, you came at us?
I think they probably just laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they
They
do.
have a beer and they're like, this is fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
I think they're like,
Here's
We're
another
doing it.
episode.
This
We're
is-
doing it.
This is going according to plan.
Yeah, right.
That's the best. They're just untouchable.
Love them.
Yeah, they've been doing it great for a while now.
I've been saying like that movie Basketball. Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to watch that recently.
I just remember the scene where he's sniffing the vibrator, like that's all. And I see clips of Joey Diaz in it all the time, and he was just
He was like a referee. Yeah,
yeah,
he
he
wasn't
was
even
just
like a real character.
tossing around like how you're stealing the skates every day for like $150. I'm like, damn, that's awesome.
And I tell you, I would love to play basketball.
Yeah,
Like, that looks like so much fun.
maybe I will have to watch it again because there's probably a lot of like things you missed in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
Like
can set up a baseball court out here off the garage.
Maybe
could do it.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. We need skates though, right?
No, that was just the referees that were on skates.
Yeah.
alright.
I've been seeing some videos since it's wintertime now of assuming Canadians playing soccer on ice skates. It looks like so much fun.
It looks ridiculous. I've seen some of those videos too.
I don't know. As you get older, though, you like realize like, I can't hurt myself. Then I won't be able to work.
So listen, I turned 30 last year, and we had a hockey game, and I landed on my hip. I was out of hockey for like a month. Like that shit fucking hurt.
Yeah.
Like
And that's just your free time fun.
right.
Like imagine it takes away your paycheck. Then you're in trouble.
yeah, my dog sleeps on my foot wrong now, and I'm out of work for a day.
Yeah.
I sleep for too long and my back hurts.
Yeah, but I'll keep doing it every single
Oh,
day.
for sure.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I think that was a good one.
Yeah, we can-
Cool.
All right. This is another episode of Express Lane Podcast with,
Kevin Stan.
and thanks for
Yeah,
coming
thanks
to hang
for coming
out.
around.
Yeah,
Check
no
out
problem. Thanks for having me.
public bathroom ratings on Instagram.
Yeah, definitely clever.
Public, then 2 underscores, bathroom 1 underscore ratings.
I'll post you. And
Yeah,
you'll be,
we'll get you. We'll get the
famous.
link out there.
Sounds good.
You'll be the most famous bathroom reviewer on Instagram.
I think I might be.
That's why we were talking when we were at Buffalo Wild Wings. I ordered mozzarella sticks, and he goes, "You should do like because I order mozzarella sticks
This guy
everywhere.
gets mozzarella sticks
I
everywhere.
love cheese." And but he goes, "You should do like a mozzarella stick review Instagram." And I was like, okay. And I was doing something, and you were like, I'll look it up. And it was like, there's already like
Hundreds.
5
Yeah.
mozzarella stick review
There's a good
Instagrams.
handful. I was surprised, honestly.
Dude, I was thinking we should do a review thing because like I'm just seeing all these just in the Philadelphia area. Like my things like naked women and food, and
Solid.
I'm like, well, me and Kev could fucking do this. And then it's just like they're everywhere, and you're kind of such an asshole, like taking pictures of it and then taking pictures in front of the building. I don't know. It would seem stupid until you're doing it.
Let's do it for the naked ladies. Let's be stripper reviewers.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to see that.
There's probably some really high highs, but also some really low lows for that.
Oh, I think the lows are much lower.
Yeah.
All right, peace.
See ya.